Hello, and welcome to Roseplay Presents Episode 71, the first of many E3 2019 reviews. We're going to start with the games first and foremost, and we're going to start with EA. Or, as it should have been called this year, meh. As always, we're your co-hosts, MoonRose and Saul Wildfire. Alright, so before we get into the games, I just want to start with the fact that, EA, as we've talked about before, has never really been too much our favorite company. They've had a few good games the recent few years, A Way Out, Unravel.
Yeah.
This year they really just retreaded like everything. With the exception of the first game, which was Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Now, I'm a semi-Star Wars fan. She kind of, I guess, just likes parts of them. But the one thing that we can agree on is that we kind of want to play this for the reason of the main actor, who is also being the main character, who comes from both Shameless and Gotham, which is Cameron Monaghan?
Monahan.
Well, at least one of us could remember the name. Basically, he's the lead character. And at first, I personally didn't notice it. Until, honestly, the chat in the corner was like, oh my god, it's Jerome! And I'm like, what? I'm like, holy snap!
I kind of looked at him, I was like, I know that face. Yeah.
So that was the big surprise for both of us, I think.
Really cool.
It is. I mean, and they've also got Forrest Whitaker back as the whatever character he played in Rogue One, which neither one of us has seen. But they're using... So it's nice to see that actors can now portray themselves, but still be a character. I don't know what I like better. However, as much as I am looking forward to this game, watching it... Well, okay, I should rephrase this. It was shown twice. It was shown in EA, and then it was shown again in Microsoft. So we're going to talk about it a little bit for both. The gameplay demo that they showed off, it felt like the guy didn't know what he was doing. And it wasn't really exciting.
Yeah.
However, as I watched it, it reminded me of The Force Awakens. No, wait, that's the movie. The Force Unleashed. So, really, I mean, I don't know if I'm really excited for this game beyond Cameron. But I can at least say that since I do like Star Wars, and I was a big fan of The Force Unleashed, and the fact that this is supposed to be canon with the movie universe, I will probably enjoy at least playing it. Now, what they showed for in the Microsoft press conference was actually pretty good. It looked nice and everything. So what were your thoughts on it yourself?
Besides him, there's not much. I mean...
Just Star Wars?
I liked a few of the movies, but I was never really big into Star Wars. I mean... I like Darth Vader, and that's about it. Like... Yep. But, yeah, outside of him, there's nothing. I mean, I love him, but...
Well, which is ironic that you mentioned that, because, see, if Forrest Whitaker's character is in there, and it's taking place somewhere in between... Well, they already said it's taking place after Order 66, which was the end of Star Wars Episode 3, going into 4. And 3 had Anakin turn into Vader. So there might be a good chance that Vader might be in this. So that would be cool.
Yeah?
Alright, so... After that, they did Apex Legends. We really got nothing to say about it. Then it was Battlefield 5, which, again, this game came out 2 years ago. FIFA 20, and then Madden 20, which, like I said, they kind of just retreaded. A lot of the stuff was already been out for a year or two, and it's the next generation of sports. However, the last game that they showed was The Sims 4, which... Someone over here is a big fanatic of it, which I can't blame her. It is good.
Yeah.
So I guess since The Sims is more your thing, do you want to talk about the stuff that they showed off this year?
Well, I mean, I've always been a big fan of dolphins, so that's really neat that they're bringing that into it. And I really like the patio thing where you could go right into it, and the volcano was pretty neat. Um, well, I don't know much other than that.
Okay,
I
well,
mean,
what she's talking about is the
volcano.
Island Living expansion.
Mm,
It's also their 20th year anniversary, apparently. So they're doing a lot of cool things. But she's right. There's water gameplay now, which is sort of what she was talking about. How you can go straight into the water. There's a lot of games you can play. I'm wondering if there's gonna be more than dolphins though. Like, there's gonna be other aquatics. Right. She mentioned the dolphin, which looks like it might be able to be a pet.
yeah.
Especially since you can apparently transform, or not transform, but you can be a mermaid.
Yeah, the mermaid thing's really cool.
So it makes me wonder if, like, it can be your pet in the ocean because you're a mermaid. But it looked like it was kind of an aerial mermaid where they could get legs and walk on water. Because one of the things they showed was that there's a choice in how you shape the island. You can either have it lush or you can have it destroyed. And the trailer they showed had the mermaid getting everybody rallied together, all cheerful to clean up the beach, as if that would happen in real life. But got them together, and then she frolicked off, and that was the reveal of the mermaid.
Yeah.
So I like the idea that you can have a choice in how the island goes. Also, there's island elemental spirits, which kind of reminds me of Moana, except not to the 50-story high spirit who's vengeful. There's volcanoes, which I'm sure there's going to be a death involved with volcanoes. And then past that, that was all on the island expansion. They talked about they're doing a LBTQ. I can never remember all the letters. Do you remember all the letters?
I thought that was it.
Was it?
LGBTQ. There might be two more
There
now.
might be
I don't
now.
know.
But they're having a Pride Week, I guess, is what I think they called it, or a Pride Month or something. They're gonna be bringing out more clothing, accessories, and whatnot. And I guess they said something about making your choice on what gender or whatnot you want to be. Which, couldn't you already do that in the game? Kind of, you could.
I think so. I think it has a choice of if this person can have babies with a girl or babies with a guy or whatnot.
Yeah, so I'm curious.
And you can make your girl sound like a guy too. So I mean, technically there is such thing as trans.
So I'm wondering what they're exactly trying to do with this new gender thing. That's going to be interesting. They mentioned something about they're going to do a pack where they're going to have a new job of a fashion photographist, or photography. Yeah, photo photography. And then they hinted at the next pack of the season being something about magic or the paranormal. So we're going to get like a ghost pack. I'm betting it's going to come out the month of Halloween.
Yeah.
But they didn't hint too much at that. They said they do more on their own streams and whatever cons they go to. So that was EA. I mean, we're not going to give EA a rating yet because we're not to the rating part. But like I said, you can imagine for us it's not going to be too high. However, obviously the game that we're, I think, most excited about is The Sims 4.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, the game's never ending, technically. You can create whatever you want. You can marry Father Winter, try to kill your kids, stuff like that. So, out of the two games, I guess, what would you give the ratings for them?
Well, I think Sims is obviously going to be high up there.
Yeah.
Probably a 9 for The Sims, and I don't know how much Cameron deserves to be up there, but I guess I I guess it'll be a solid 7.
Solid 7. I was going to say I'm going to give The Sims 4 a 10. I've always been a fan of The Sims. I was a fan of The Sim Cities.
Yeah.
The fact that they can keep a game going so long and have so much... Like, for me, it's a perfect 10.
I hardly ever give anything 10s. So.
I don't either, but The Sims isn't quite a game as much as it's a simulation.
Everything's a simulator nowadays.
That's true. But I will give The Sims a 10. I don't give it out too much, but I think The Sims is a perfect game. It might have its problems, but they've done so many expansions, so many packs. Like I said, you can be whatever and do whatever you want. Star Wars, you were definitely more kinder than I was. I'm not going to give it a 5, but I'm not going to give it a 7, so I think I'm going to give it a 6.
Oh.
Just because I think it's Cameron again that pushes it up there. And
it is only Cameron.
Yeah, and it shouldn't be what pushes it up there. But like I said, I've seen this, I mean, other than the new story and whatnot, I've seen this Star Wars game done before.
Well, see,
so
5
far.
is average, so 7 is what he gave it. 2 points for Cameron, 5 for average.
There
so.
you go.
There's hardly ever I give anything under 5.
Yeah, no, unless
Because
it was
if it's because I don't want to be biased, and bias is usually pulling something under 5, and it's like I'm not gonna give it under average if it's like a biased opinion with me just not particularly being into Star Wars.
And that's true. Well, it's just like we could give FIFA a 2.
I like to be as unbiased as possible, and it looks like the gameplay's at least average, and then Cameron gives it 2 points.
And like I said, I've seen it before, and that's why I'm giving it a 6. So technically, I think I'm giving the game a 4. But like I said, I've seen this gameplay before. I've seen the Force powers before. It doesn't look like they're bringing too much new to the table other than the droid thing that follows you around. So I am being a little biased, but I've had past experience with Star Wars games. But that's because that's my opinion. And remember, this is all opinion-based. But I mean, until we get our hands on it and play it on the show, I'm going to have to give it a 6, which is still not bad. It's above average no matter what the reason.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and leave it there. When we come back on episode 72, we will be doing the Microsoft press conference, which has quite a bit of stuff. But until then, remember, keep gaming, never give up. And I guess here's to you, Cameron. You got to be a Jedi next. You're getting all over the board.